Is there any tequila?
No.
There's no fucking tequila in the house? That's what lowers your blood pressure, your blood sugar.
Oh, really?
For real.
Oh.
Even Donnie was like, yeah, it's true.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reels, Riffs, and Rants. I'm your host, Christina Urias, and we are joined by the amazing Ruben Islas.
The amazing. I sound like, you make me sound like one of those, like one of those carnival things, you know? Like fucking stupid Tom Hanks movie where he does the amazing Zorba or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Hello, everybody. Okay, we'll talk about my horses.
Yes.
So my horse just won. Intrepido just won. He's going to go to the Breeders' Cup. And it's
That's amazing.
What a crazy thing. Yeah, you know what's really fucking interesting is that I really knew we were going to win. I really did. Here's the really cool thing. The really cool thing is that now, so our horse won and we beat the 4 Bob Baffert horses, right? And I don't know Bob. I've never fucking met him. Like, he has no idea
You
who I am.
haven't met him this whole time?
No, I don't. Why the fuck would I? Like, he's this legend, right? And it's interesting because obviously he now knows who we are, but he apparently was so upset that he was like screaming at people, like losing his shit.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if he's an asshole, but he sounds like one now, but who knows? You know, hey, look, people are people. And he thought he was going to walk in and be guaranteed a position in the Breeders' Cup.
Well, I mean, he had 4 horses.
But here's the fucked up part of it. So he had the 4 horses lose, right? We beat him. Then he had a horse in Kentucky at Keeneland who also lost. And these were supposed to be shoo-ins. So apparently he keeps about $30 to $50 million worth of horses in his stable.
Wow.
And none of them fucking won.
Wow.
So like, it's crazy because, I mean, that's gotta be, like, can you imagine the owners right now going, you fucking idiot. Here's what's crazy too. His buyer was on the phone with Bob Baffert's people when we bought Intrepido.
Okay.
They wanted to buy him, and the buyer said no because he felt like the horse was too skinny. I know, it's nuts. So they had an
How
opportunity.
did you get that insider
Mike
information?
Mike Pender was there when because he's my bloodstock agent. So anyway, so it was very interesting how that fortuitous, that decision. So it's exciting. Let's see what happens.
Well,
anyway,
that's an even bigger slap in the face for Bob Baffert.
I guess, yeah. Because, I'm so new to that world. It was interesting when we showed up so the race was Saturday when I showed up on Sunday, how the people that work at the track, they were. I don't know if Bob's an asshole. Like I said, I don't know the guy.
Probably, maybe.
Nah, the fucking knows. Yeah, he's probably just busy.
Yeah.
He's got, I don't know, whatever he's got all this pressure. But even the security people when we were walking through, they knew who we were because of the interviews and the whole thing. But it's the talk.
But you've also had a lot of horses win races
Yeah. And they kind of know. But they really know us. So Nadia and I were walking through, and they were like, "We're so happy you won." I was like, "Oh." They're like, "Oh, we're so tired of Bob Baffert." I was like, "What? Why?" Well, because he has so many horses. Yeah. And he always wins.
He monopolizes the game.
Right. Yeah. And it's not good for the game. And that's what everybody said. They said, you winning is good for the game because it'll bring people in and give other trainers opportunities.
And like a chance and other,
And you don't have to spend $3 million fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Like Brandt, his horse apparently is not doing well. He spent $3 million. We spent $380,000. Now, that sounds like a lot of money because it fucking is a lot of money, $380,000. But think about it. You get together with like 20, 30 of your friends. Yeah. You can buy a horse. And like have fun and do the thing or whatever, So anyway.
And how many horses do you have now?
13, I think.
Wow.
12 or 13. I think it's right because we just bought another one. But I'm really deep into it.
So you're definitely in Breeders' Cup.
100%.
Wow.
It's done. Yeah, it's automatic. It was a win and you're in. And then Queen Maxima.
She won at the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah. And so she has to be invited, I think, but we paid the fee for her to go in.
Okay.
But her last 2 races were our mistake because we put her in long races. We were trying to test her because we didn't know what she was capable of.
Okay.
And she's amazing, but she likes being at her 6.5 furlongs.
Yeah.
They're like, they're shorter races. So I don't know. She's not a mile runner, but who knows? Fuck
but
it.
now
like,
you're guaranteed a place at the
yeah,
Breeders'
yeah, yeah.
Cup.
It's
so.
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like super crazy. Anyway, I lost my voice because I was screaming so much. My fat ass was jumping up and down. Nadia has a video. Nadia has a video. Yeah.
That's awesome.
How did we get on this tangent? What were we talking about?
I think you were just saying over the weekend your horses. And
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah. I
voice.
lost my voice, and then yeah. So that was. It's a crazy. It's an amazing thing.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. And as a Mexicano, all the Mexicans, all the Latinos,
they appreciate having raza.
They're all like high fiving and
you're like,
I'm one of them.
Exactly.
You know? I am though.
I mean, and how long has Bob Baffert been in the game?
35 years.
That's crazy. So I'm sure people are tired of watching him win. Like, you know.
Look, the game is dominated. The people that work there are Latinos.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the jockeys are Latinos. But most of the owners are white, which is fucking America. I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way it is.
But I mean, it's nice to have someone like you.
Yeah. It's super cool. It's super, super cool. And so it was really, it's like a dream come true.
That's amazing.
I'm living a dream, yeah. I really am enjoying it.
That's awesome.
I know.
So any new movies on the horizon?
You know what? I was just talking to, who the fuck was I talking to about this? The Danforth, I think. About how usually I get some, I get an idea and it sits in.
Yeah.
I have a lot of ideas, but nothing has really landed.
Okay.
Nothing has really come down to like, I need to tell this story. Not like in Final Vow.
Yeah. Right? So speaking of Final Vow, how was that? How was that experience? I know that it's coming out theatrically November 21st, so stay tuned.
Oh, it's in the articles about the winning of Intrepido.
It is?
Yeah, I was talking to this lady was interviewing me, and she was like, what do you do? I was like, well, at the moment, I'm a film director, producer, director, writer.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, and so I said, I have a movie coming out. She was like, what is it? And we started talking about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so she's like, I'll give you some free press, so it's out there. I mean, it's cool. It's interesting because, like, Final Vow, I mean, I have the tattoo. Right?
Yeah.
But it really holds up.
Yeah.
I rewatched it maybe 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And it really holds up. I think it really holds up. It's really good.
I mean, it's a great message.
Except for the lead actress, who sucks.
So if you don't know, I'm the lead actress for Final Vow, first-time actress on that film and first-time director. So it was a really amazing experience for both of us. I mean, he might say otherwise, but...
It speaks to my genius because, fuck. No, I mean, it's good. I think, like, I wonder now if we would have jumped in to do the scenes we did, like the trash scene.
Yeah.
Like
would
it would have been
be
different.
More cautious? Would it?
No. I think.
In what sense?
Like we're just more. I say like we weren't so guerrilla. We're not as guerrilla.
Yeah,
now.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
We were like get after it and
yeah.
did things unconventional. Whereas now you would be like, oh.
Plus, the budget would be a hell of a lot bigger, most likely.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It really holds up.
If you could change anything from nothing? No.
No, not even the lead actress.
Aww.
Stupid! Shut up! Stop it!
What's your thing? What's your punchline?
Just stop it.
That's right.
People say stupid shit.
Yeah, they do.
Final Vow. Yeah, I still remember that dream.
Yeah.
Dreaming of you as a nun. Jesus Christ.
Who would have thought? What?
Weren't we drinking?
In Palm Springs. Candace was there.
Canned wine, right?
Canned wine. Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
All right, if you people don't know what this is, I didn't know what the hell it was. But there was cans of red wine.
Yeah, and it was from like Willamette, Oregon.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Why doesn't wine get put in cans? Because it cheapens it or something.
I actually don't know. I think just because wine's like supposed to be fancy and it's been bottled for hundreds of years.
Though. It tasted fresh.
It was good.
Yeah, that was such a trek. I remember going, we got to get it done. So from dream to done, 6 months? A year?
Yeah, no, like 6 months. Yeah, it was really quick.
Yeah.
What did you find the most challenging of filming that?
Wow, I don't. Right? In retrospect, I don't really feel like it was just.
I mean, I would say the weather and the last scene.
Fucking cold. Oh my God.
That was the most challenging, I think.
Yeah, well, you were getting raped. I mean, you were butt ass naked.
Yeah, it was freezing.
I was all bundled up and warm. No, it was warm. It was really cold. I can't remember anything really challenging. What was it? Because we had nothing to lose, right? It was like I wanted to tell the story.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to get it done. So that was it. That was the goal. Get it done. Get it done. Right? I don't think it was that convoluted.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I felt like you went in there with like a clear vision of what you wanted. And
I knew the shots. And I had never directed before, but I was enough around it.
Yeah, but also I think what helped too, which is kind of unconventional. I mean, I don't know how other directors do it, but you got the locations before.
Yeah.
So you
So the script was written for the locations. I mean, fuck, Christina, I had the music.
Yeah.
I wrote the music months before for the movie, which is the music isn't. Yeah. With Madai and it's like.
It was great.
There was just something magical about it.
Yeah, and so what was your favorite scene or moment?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Like the Come to Jesus.
Yeah, that was great.
I need the cinematography of that. The way we just pushed in the camera slowly, that really worked.
Yeah.
And didn't cut away from it and just stayed there. I like it because it looks like a painting to me, and it's like you've got Oscar in the background, you've got Luis in the foreground with you, and you don't know the priest is there as an audience member.
Yeah. Let's not give too much away.
Right, but you've got David. David. And he's just a shadow, and I wanted him to represent the audience.
Yeah.
So my direction to David was always what I feel the audience would feel.
Yeah.
So he is always kind of the eyes of the audience. That was always for me. Right, and I do that in every movie.
Yeah.
Like I try to have a character react the way that I think an audience member.
And there were so many different personalities in that room.
Much.
You know, I mean, you got.
But between you, Danforth, and I, like that, we turned out a good script.
It is, and I mean, we filmed it 2 years ago?
Oh, 2022.
He's got a tattoo over here, Final Vow.
2022. We finished February 6th, 2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And now it's going to be theatrically 5 major cities.
I know.
That's nuts to think about, this film that we hold so near and dear to our hearts that.
Okay, so here's what's interesting, guys. So here's what's really interesting. So if you kind of correlate Final Vow, okay, so to Intrepido.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right, underdog stories. So I always talk about there's a pendulum. I always discuss the pendulum, and you can't react to every fucking thing.
Yeah.
People annoy me because everything's just information. There is no good news or bad news. Everything just is.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I started early on with the claims horses, and I knew my goal. My goal was to get to the Breeders' Cup and then the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Hopefully with the same horse, but maybe not, right? But I feel like, I'm the luckiest fucking person on earth.
You really are.
I really am. But I feel like everybody was pressuring me, like, sell the movie, sell the movie, sell the movie, sell the movie, sell the movie. I was like, calm down, right? Remember I had the whole thing about window one and trying to figure out distribution.
Yeah.
But I feel that way now about the movies that we've made, right? And how they're a little bit underdog stories, but the timing has to be right, and it requires patience. For whatever reason, if you think about what's going on in the world right now, that wasn't happening a year ago or 2 years ago. All the stuff, like even you and I disagree or on MAGA or Charlie Kirk or Trump or whatever. The reality is, this movie is actually for both sides.
Yeah.
It kind of cuts down the middle.
Yeah.
Right? It's not political. I'm not a political guy. I'm whatever gets the deal done. I have my beliefs and, it's mine.
Yeah.
But Final Vow, it's an argument Can you argue that the church has kind of looked the other way as it relates to human trafficking?
100%.
You can't argue it.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
Can you argue that this happened to a nun? No, it's a fact.
Yeah.
Right? Can you argue that kids are being trafficked? Nope, it's a fact. Okay,
Yeah.
so fact. Then you put the fictional side of it. Okay, fine. But at the end of it, regardless of where you are politically, right? You're gonna agree on this movie.
100%.
And it'll give you something to discuss. And it's funny because I think about PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson. He just made this movie, and Francis Ford Coppola just commented on it. He loved it, and everybody loves this movie. I haven't seen it. It's called The Violence or something about, I can't remember what it's called.
The Violence?
It just came out.
Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio's in it, Benicio del Toro.
Oh, yes.
Another Day of Violence,
Another war.
Whatever the fuck.
Lisa,
Anyway,
help
it's
us
that
out
movie.
here.
Paul Thomas Anderson movie, right? So, it's interesting.
One thing after another.
Who gives a goddamn? Anyway.
One battle after another.
One battle after another. There you go. And so, one battle after another. So, it's interesting because you think about that. Yeah, it's commenting on the shit that's going on now, but it's very lefty.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, so.
Yeah, from all the reviews I've read, I haven't seen it either.
Okay.
But it's very lefty. It's very Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fine. Like
Yeah.
I'm cool with both. Like whatever, you know. I'm actually not cool with the neo-Nazis, but I'm not cool with the crazies on the left either.
Yeah.
Most of us are down the middle.
Yeah.
You know, what's crazy is that, so you asked me about movies. I have an idea for a movie, and it's this. Okay, I remember in America that I believe still exists, and it looks like this. You could have extreme right and extreme left.
Okay.
And there's someone that was hurt. And they would both run to their aid.
Okay.
Right? America to me was always like you do rally against things. Around things, I mean, not against things, but communities would come together. That's the America I grew up in.
Yeah, now
I remember
so
Ronald Reagan people, and then Prop 187 and Pete Wilson. Like that's always been there.
Yeah.
But what would scare me, the America that I don't want to live in, is the America where people cannot put their politics aside to help a human being. Now, look, arguments to be made on both sides. ICE, all this shit, everything that's going on, the victimization of people, families being split up. But don't look now, people, this has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And it's happened under every president. I mean, Obama, I think, I haven't verified it, but I think he deported 3 million people. You don't think some of those were mom and dads of children?
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't in the social media.
And
right?
why do you think that is?
Because it wasn't a political thing. It was just people doing their jobs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so put that aside. Now, we don't need the National Guard on streets. I mean, that's craziness, especially when it's all a lie about people losing their shit. Having said that, I drive around, I see all the homeless people doing drugs and drinking on streets. I don't remember that as a kid. Like, I want that
crazy.
gone, and I don't want that for my kids.
Yeah.
It's a bad look for our city.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know what the solution is there, but I know how to fix it pretty quickly.
How would you fix it?
Well, you have to go back to before Reagan. People need it. This is psychological help. They need medication. And these people used to have it, but under Reagan, it all got shut down. All those services got shut down. Because it's addiction, it's all that stuff. And so unless you're willing to fund that, but now billions of dollars are going into funding homeless. Anyway, back to the movie idea. So my brain is doing something about a movie where you have an extreme right and extreme left. And I don't know, are they neighbors? Are they co-workers? But something happens where their human instinct puts that away to come together to help another human being who is completely apolitical, right? And I think that's the problem, that people think it's about adults. It isn't. It's about children.
Yeah.
Right? All of this behavior on both sides is fucking up our kids.
Yeah.
Because they got to take sides.
Exactly.
Right? And they just are being raised into this, like, hate your enemy. And your fucking enemy is your neighbor. We're not enemies. It's just we are being pulled in different directions.
It's about humanity.
Right. So I have an idea for a movie where I want to tackle that idea.
I like it.
Right? I'm glad you fucking like it. What the fuck?
He only has great ideas, guys.
Jesus Christ.
What was I thinking?
Anyway. So, yeah, I have an idea for that. I think it could be really cool. My brain's doing that thing it does. I need to go down to Baja and kind of like, go through it. But it's got to be something very tangible in terms of a story.
Yeah.
In what circumstance do people put their politics away? And that happens in every aspect. It happens in sports, right? So that's why I think sports are going to be bigger than ever, because you can be right wing or left wing, right? Liberal or not. And if you're a fucking Charger fan, you're a Charger fan.
Yeah.
Right now, baseball, you're a Padre fan, you're a Padre. It doesn't matter. That commonality is what we're all looking for.
So what's
And I think Final Val talks about it, so that's the point. But I think that there is a really interesting kernel of an idea about commonality. That may even be the title.
I like it.
Yeah.
So the one thing my takeaway from Final Val 2 is that you have these nuns that work with Talitha Kum, and then my character veers away from that. And so we show that, hey, obviously she didn't take the righteous path. She took the vengeful path.
But no, but that doesn't mean it's not righteous.
It is righteous in her own way, but I'm saying as far as nuns,
but if you're going to save someone's life,
absolutely.
Is that not righteous?
It is righteous, but also, I mean,
it's righteous in the eyes of whom?
Exactly.
And it's wrong in the eyes of whom? That's the whole point.
That is
right?
the whole point. But that's the divide, I think, and that's what.
Well, that's the conversation piece, right?
Yeah.
I hope that's the thing that people sit down and go, let's break bread and talk about this.
Yeah, like
situation.
did you agree with how she handled things?
Right.
Since we were on the topic of sports, what are your thoughts with Bad Bunny playing at the Super Bowl?
I think it's great. I don't give a shit. I hate his music.
Yeah. I
think he's completely untalented.
I like him.
I can't stand. Like I can't do it.
Yeah.
I just can't. It ruins my mood. Like I can't. Give me some melody, and I get it. I mean, as a Latino,
it's catchy. I mean, you have to admit.
Yeah. But it's like, how does it become the hottest thing in the fucking world?
I don't know.
And I'm just like, whatever. But I think plenty of people around me like it. They'll enjoy it. When I was at the Super Bowl when Snoop was there,
that was
and
crazy. I watched that.
50 Cent and Mary J. Blige, and like I'm sure there were people in the audience, some funky white people that are like, oh, I can't do this. So I get it, but that was a great concert for me.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Who gives a shit? What is that? Was that 30 minutes? 20 minutes? How long is the Super Bowl halftime?
I want to say 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We could
It's
fact
30
check
fucking minutes. Who gives a shit?
But it's like
go take a piss, go get a beer, get a hot dog, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
You don't like it, don't watch it.
But everyone's got something to say. I feel like they're like, oh, ICE is going to be there.
No. But that's stupid.
But
right?
I'm like, Puerto Rico's part of the United States.
Well, that's the ignorance. Well, are they though? Yes, they are. But white people don't like Puerto Ricans. I lived in New York.
Yeah.
There's plenty of it. This is what I'm talking about. But if I got a Puerto Rican and some white guy and some black guy and some Latino guy, right? Look at my brain's making the movie as we speak. And something happens that touches everyone's humanity. All this stuff stops.
Like Crash. Like it's like.
Sort of.
But I see where you're.
But something more now.
Yeah. Honestly, you could base it on the LA fires too. Like somewhere where it's like people have to work as a community to get to safety, to putting all their political beliefs aside, their religious beliefs aside, and doing what people do is like helping other people out.
And it's crazy because the perfect thing, the thing that would be great for us right now, that would bring us all together and all this bullshit would stop, is aliens to attack us. Right?
How do you know they're not here now?
No, stupid, like they come after us.
Yeah.
Right? Then all of a sudden, you'll be like, oh, I don't give a fuck what you believe in.
Well, no, that's
like we're together, that's the enemy. So right now, the system, the politics, both sides have played everyone to believe we're enemies, but the real enemy hasn't even shown its face.
Well, the thing
right?
is, there's a show actually on Apple, and it's called Invasion, and so aliens invade, and it's still people divide. It's like the people against the government, the government, and then the military, and it's all these different groups.
See, that
and it's
shit that would not happen.
No?
No, it wouldn't. It would not fucking happen. Think about a flood. Think about really tragic things. Think about an earthquake. Think about major disasters.
Okay.
Okay? Everyone comes together. I'm sure, I wasn't in New York, but I'm sure 9/11, it became about Americans. And then it became, as the dust settles, it's like, oh, a Middle Eastern guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his fault. Oh, and then there was all that racism and all that stuff, right? But if there's, and I think this would be the interesting part of the movie, what is it that can happen where the dust never settles and you really walk away a changed person? I don't know. Is it someone giving you a kidney or a heart? Like, is it something where people believe they're making a choice? They are not. I believe being conservative or being liberal is like being gay. I think you're born that way. Mm-hmm. Okay? So that's my belief. You can fuck off. And so I have friends who I've grown up with who are conservative, and I look at them like they have a third eye. And then I have friends who are super liberal, crazy, and I look at them and I go, motherfucker has a third eye as well. And so we all have that, right?
Yeah.
But if that's a constant and that's a truth, then where do we live as humans? Where is our humanity?
Yeah.
Right? And what is that thing that could make us all accept that we all have that kind of outside of ourselves and still function with decency? And I think that's what we lost. The Malibu fires, that's dog shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there are big fires all the fucking time. It was a big thing because actors and the media and all that shit.
That's true.
But like, really, I think Dave Chappelle made a joke about this, but it's kind of true. It's a big deal because it's homes on the ocean owned by rich people, right? And these people have enough money to overpay for a home, right? But like,
and they even had like their private fire,
their own fire retardant shit, their own fire department. Well, I mean, sure, it's a tragedy. Well, first off, the United States is so stupidly ass backward about their construction, right? Because of the lumber lobby. Like, think about it. We use wood and cardboard to build our homes. I know a thing or two about this. I'm a developer, right? Well, guess what? When there's a fire in one of my historic buildings, do you know what doesn't happen? The fucking building doesn't burn down, right? The sprinkler turns it off. And then, if it's on the 10th floor, what happens? The water runs down. It dries up. There's no dry rot from it fucking going up the walls of the drywall. It's all concrete. Right? Okay, go to Mexico. Go to any other country.
Yeah, because the building, I mean,
it's concrete. It's naturally fire retardant. Right? And so you put a sprinkler system in, you're good. Well, most homes don't have a sprinkler system, do they? Mine does, because, it's a badass house. But, okay, so you don't have a sprinkler system. You use wood.
That's highly flammable. And
you use drywall. Because of the lobby, the drywall lobby and the lumber lobby.
And what are those lobbies?
No, but check it out. Do you know what doesn't use wood or drywall?
What?
Think about it. What buildings? Offices. Offices are made out of fucking concrete. Hotels are made out of concrete.
Wow.
Yeah, think about it. High rises.
Because of
it is the stupidest thing.
The insurance companies,
exactly. Right. Well,
that makes sense.
But it's asinine.
And it's like insurance in California doesn't even cover fires. Like, what the hell?
Hello. And then you want to build with something that really is fire retardant, like concrete?
Yeah.
You can't get a permit.
That's nuts.
I mean, it's stupid. Like, just stop it. Like, this is like, I think the last big one for us is 9/11. But then you think about the tsunamis, like in Thailand, right, or Indonesia, Indonesia, and then you think about around the world, right, these major floods, Like, those are the kind of things that I think can mark you on a DNA level.
Yeah.
Where, again, if aliens came to attack us, all of this bullshit, CNN, Fox, MSN, whatever the fuck it is, it would all stop. Because we would all have to be one people. And it would be one people around the world. Right? And of course, there's never been a time that that's happened. I can't imagine. Right? Even Christians, right? Even Muslims, like they all have different opinions. It all gets bastardized by whoever's in power, right? Catholics and Christians are all different.
Yeah.
I mean, remember the story about how I was engaged to a girl whose parents were Christian and I'm Catholic.
Yes.
And they wouldn't let us get married. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Right? But that's what I'm talking about.
But you don't think that's gonna, I mean, that's in people's DNA is to divide? Like, you don't think,
This is what I'm saying. It is, therefore, you're born a dumbass or a smart person.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm saying you are born to be conservative or liberal. I think it's part of our makeup.
Yeah.
Right? And so when that gets taken advantage of, right, then you glom onto those ideas and you think they're yours, but they're not.
Yeah.
Especially not right now. Right?
Yeah.
Social media and the whole thing. I don't want to sound like an old fogey, but we've always had it. We've always had these divides.
Yeah. But it's even more so now because it's plastered on social media. Everyone now gives their opinion on everything.
Exactly. Right. And that's the whole thing. That's the situation that we're in. I mean, anyway, I think that's the tragedy of what's happening right now.
Yeah.
How do we get on this topic? Oh, ideas for movies.
Ideas for movies.
Yeah.
So speaking, since we're talking about movies, I know I was there on set. You just finished King's Hand. Tell us a little bit about that.
King's Hand, yeah. So it's about a man who has to live with his life, with his decisions in life.
Okay.
And it's loosely based on, it's not really on Dante's Inferno, but it's kind of loosely about the realms of hell.
Yeah.
And how that could affect you in your last moments of life. And I really like it. It's very smart.
Yeah.
We did the rough cut, and
Are you guys still editing?
I'm not gonna touch it until after November.
Oh, okay.
So after the Breeders' Cup, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm letting it rest. It's like I'm just letting it sit. I really like the rough cut, but I thought that I could get away with just using sound, but I think it needs a score, so we'll get a composer to deal with it. But I really like it. It's my first film I've made completely in English, right? That I've directed. Yeah.
Was it completely in English?
It's completely in English. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like it. I think it's beautiful. I've shown it to a couple people, and some people like love it off the charts, but a lot of people are kind of like, I didn't get it, which kind of makes me feel good.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
I kind of
like
walking away. I feel like those films are super impactful. Where I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, and it sticks with you because then you're trying to decipher what.
Well, that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
That the people who are like, I didn't get it, when I start asking them questions, then they open up discussion about it, right? And I think we're just kind of lazy now. We're kind of lazy with the Netflix world.
Yeah.
We like things spoon fed, and this doesn't spoon feed.
That's good. I like things like that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna do well for the right people.
Yeah, I think it's very belongs in like a festival.
Yeah, it's a festival film. It's an art house film. It's very mature. Mm-hmm. It's very smart.
Yeah.
And that's not for everyone.
Yeah.
And
so also Border Hunters is coming out January.
It's a cool movie.
2026, right? We don't have an exact date yet, but that was fun to film.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. That was difficult.
I mean, the heat. You guys were in the jungle.
Yeah,
I mean,
the jungle, the fucking mosquitoes.
Yeah. Oh, God. I remember looking at your legs. You were just bites all over.
Yeah.
What film would you say between, what do you got? You got Final Vow, Clay, Gringo Hunters.
Border Hunters now.
Well,
Gringo Hunters, Border Hunters.
Border Hunters.
Atypical Pirate.
Atypical Pirate.
And then The King's Hand.
And The King's Hand. So out of all those films, did you find Border Hunters the most difficult to film because of the heat and the
Well,
conditions?
no, you know what? I think Atypical Pirate because of my health.
Oh, that's right.
But I don't know that I found it difficult to shoot. I mean, shooting in Guadalajara, in a major city, was difficult.
Tell us a little bit, because the audience doesn't know, what happened.
Yeah, so I had this idea for a movie about an autistic boy who's a quant, who's a brilliant mathematician, and he figures out how to steal crypto wallets, and he works for a concern that basically has him housed in, kidnapped, and he's autistic, and he figures out that he's being used, and he steals a half $1 billion crypto wallet and allows himself to be taken into custody. And because he's Latino, he gets deported to Guadalajara, and he's got this crypto wallet for $500,000, and he has to find his way to survive in Guadalajara as an autistic person, but he considers himself a pirate, so he knows everything about
history,
treasure and history, and there's actually real stories in Guadalajara about pirate treasures. So we kind of married those two worlds, and it was really cool. Unfortunately, about 10 days out of
into shooting.
Yeah, the shooting was 30 days.
30 days.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
not
shot.
too sure,
I shot 10 days.
Yeah.
And then I tried to direct remotely on an iPad. That was very difficult. It didn't work.
And you also needed to get better.
Yeah, I got really sick, and so I didn't stop the movie because too many people would lose their jobs.
Yeah.
In retrospect,
are you happy with the decision?
I'm happy because I did honor that, people's jobs are important to me. Artistically, it was a lot to hand to other people.
Yeah, because it's your vision,
But it's not even that, honey. It was a big deal because it was a big budget and it was in a big city.
Yeah.
The logistics were things that I was really in front of.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me in my condition to even transfer to others what I wanted. But I'm proud of what came out of it. I think it's very good. I'd like to think I would have done something different, but I don't know. It's very hard, I can imagine, for any director to give up his position.
Oh my God, absolutely. I mean,
and so I'm proud of everybody. I love that the team came together to get it done. I hear about all the trials and tribulations. I get it. It was tough.
Yeah.
So I don't regret letting the movie go forward because I'm glad people got paid.
Yeah.
And they got to work.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been an easier trip for everyone, but I wasn't capable of sharing my vision with others in the best way.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's hard for you to stand back, but I felt like your health was number one priority. And
yeah, I mean, I was really sick. I was dangerously ill.
Yeah.
From a salad. Yeah, it allows for like a smaller film with a big idea.
Yeah.
But it's a big idea, tackling that.
Yeah.
But I'll work on it. My brain will do something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So speaking of movies, The Smashing Machine premiered this
How was it?
weekend.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it, but it's apparently Dwayne Johnson's biggest flop in theaters. So I'm not too sure. I think the budget was, we're gonna have to fact check, but $50 to $100 million, and opening weekend it made $6 million. Are you kidding me? Like $6 million. And it's crazy because,
well, you know what? A lot of it has to do, I'm sure, with, The Rock, we all know him as this wrestler, this action guy.
well, but he basically plays himself.
But it's emotional, right?
So it's Mark Kerr. It's based on one of the OG UFC fighters. And so it's based on his life. Emily Blunt plays his wife.
Who I love. She's great.
She's amazing. But yeah, $6 million. And it won at Cannes Film Festival for Best Director and Best Picture. So it's like you would think it had high hopes.
But a lot of movies have done that. That nobody responds to it.
But they said that it was The Rock's like most phenomenal performance ever, and then for you to put your heart and soul, that's what's tough with Hollywood, because I feel like sometimes you're typecasted, and it's like, no, I want to see The Rock doing this and being silly, like in Jumanji, and it's like he takes on this.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of the box office. You live or die by it. I mean, you really do. That's why. Look, the reality is when Netflix puts out their numbers and they're like, 30 million people watched whatever, Santa fell off a fucking sled, but you can't really trust those numbers.
Yeah. I mean, but
it's a captive audience and everybody's sitting around doing Netflix and chilling.
Yeah, but also
it's a euphemism for fucking. I mean,
But
also, and so it's whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and see it. Smashing Pumpkins, or what the fuck it's called?
Smashing Machine. That's a band.
The Smashing Machine.
But also, because of COVID, I feel like people had stopped going to movies, and I feel like now it's begun
But
again.
because of COVID, Netflix exploded.
Exactly.
Now there's a teeter the other way. I mean, is it true Elon Musk came out and said to 200 million followers or 250 million followers, it's time to cancel Netflix?
Yeah, he did. I saw like a tweet
because he's saying that it's pushing
it's
trans shit.
Yeah, and I did see that like Coco Melon is a children's cartoon, and it's showing trans couples, and I mean, there's been so many parents.
Is that real? I'm not up on that.
Yeah, so there's been so many cartoons that are like, the parents are like, oh, my kids are watching cartoons, let them just watch this, and then parents will walk in and be like, what are they watching? This is a kid's cartoon? Like, that's crazy.
Oh.
That's a little much for me.
Well, look, I don't know. I mean, I got a 7-year-old, and I try to keep track of what he's watching. And ironically, the stuff he likes is a lot of the old stuff.
That's great for you.
He likes, he's into shows that I used to watch.
Yeah.
I went into his room and he was watching Bugs Bunny and getting a real kick out of it. Which I'm sure you can analyze it in some fucked up way and decide that it's bad for him in some form, but I mean, he seems to go in that direction. Everything that was old is back, is new again. So anyway, but he's into Legos, which I couldn't afford them. I don't know that we had Legos when I was a kid. I don't remember. I don't know, but we had erector sets, which is essentially the same thing. So anyway, I don't know, but Smashing Hamburger or what fucker? Smashing Machine.
I actually want to go check it out because I'm a big fan of UFC, and I feel like The Rock, but we'll see. I mean,
I'll wait for it to be on streaming.
Yeah, I also think that their dynamic, The Rock and Emily Blunt, is really good, and they developed that relationship. And is it Jungle Cruise? What did they do to get? Yeah, Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, and so I think it's unfortunate, but for The Rock, I think that people are like used to seeing him, in a certain light.
My son actually really enjoys Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji's great.
I liked it.
I love Jumanji.
I was into it.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta love Jack Black. I actually went to go watch the Minecraft movie, and that was pretty entertaining.
I didn't see it.
It was with Jack Black, Jason Momoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been watching The City of God. No,
God of
War.
Amazing.
I got into it.
Did you finish it?
I did. I didn't know that. I looked it up, and apparently there were quite a few battles between all those islands.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it was actually based on reality.
Yeah.
A real history. Interesting.
It's crazy.
Yeah, anyway, the reality of all of the stuff that's going on right now is all kind of swamped down over the politics. And I know that there are a lot of people who don't give a shit, who don't watch CNN or Fox, and they're not up on politics, which is fine. It's great. Actually, it's great. I think that everybody has to right now be in their corners. It's what they're doing. And I think there has to be something that has to reunite us. I don't know what it is. It might be aliens coming to kill us all. Then all of that shit becomes irrelevant. Yeah. But I mean, it's just an interesting time. And as a film director, as I go through the library of the films and the issues that I've tackled.
They're pretty, I mean, like current and I feel like they're important
Final Vows,
issues.
human trafficking.
Yeah.
Clay is alcoholism.
Yeah.
And then I dealt with autism. And then I dealt with cross-border politics and crime.
Yeah.
And then I dealt with the fentanyl stuff on Border Hunters.
Yeah.
And The King's Hand is Afterlife, you know. And kind of
they're pretty heavy issues. Yeah.
So, yeah, I like to make movies where people have to Google something.
Yeah.
You know, I throw factoids
where you
out
have to like pause the movie and then
be like, wait, is that true?
Did that really happen?
Right. Well, Final Vow, like Talitha Kum, that's a real
crazy.
group of nuns that are undercover, risking their lives every day. People don't know this shit. They're like super nuns.
Yeah.
Like Google super nuns, you'll see it. It's
exactly.
real. So that's cool stuff.
It still amazes me every single year at Comic-Con. There's sting operations for child trafficking. I'm like, how the hell does that happen? Like how? Like I mean, I get that we're near the border, and it's like I'm assuming that they traffic them into Mexico, but I'm like, dude, like that's nuts to me.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be a sick individual. Fuck. You know. I mean, from the moment I became a parent, it becomes more personal. And then it's so scary because you don't know, right? You don't know. It shakes your foundation of who you can trust.
Yeah.
And it's been going on forever,
Yeah.
but now it's so prevalent, right? We hear about it more.
Yeah.
It's hidden in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine. I would hurt someone if they hurt my children.
I mean, you got that UFC fighter that, you know, his child got molested.
Yeah.
He like beat the living shit out of him. I think Dana White bailed him out.
Well, there was a case in Louisiana, was it, where a guy raped this guy's little girl, and then he shot it.
It was his. I don't know if it was in Louisiana, but yeah.
He shot the guy in the head, and they found him innocent. Like, you know. Yeah, he
but
got off.
There was another one where the dad left his little daughter, like 5-year-old daughter, with his brother. And then the brother went in and like just tortured the shit out of him. And he was like, I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
But it's like,
that's rough.
That's it's a hard subject to talk about. I mean, it's just so, it's just.
Well, Final Vow.
Yeah.
You know, it makes people feel things.
Yeah. When we were at the Boston Film Festival, I mean, the reaction we had from the audience and
you have to react.
Yeah. It's just, you know, and also I know you mentioned that there was a rape scene, but I felt like you know, sometimes like you watch movies and they're like, okay, too much. I felt like, I mean, I don't want to say it was tasteful because it's not the right word, but it was filmed in.
Well, but that was a decision I had to make about whether you show it or not.
But I feel like
But that's what I did very clearly was not move the camera. So I didn't make it about cinematography. I made it about the action in the moment.
Yeah.
So I left the camera in one place.
Yeah.
From inside the car, from a wide shot.
Yeah.
You know, so that we could see your eyes. But
I mean, that was very intense. I mean, when you watch it, and it's crazy because it says so much in that scene without showing much.
Right.
You know, and that's, I mean, when you think, a nun's getting raped, you think like, oh shit, like I don't want to watch this.
Well, regardless of whether it's a nun, it's a woman.
It's a woman,
right?
Exactly.
And so that's the whole thing here. I think the movie really holds up.
Yeah.
It really holds up. I really like it. Very proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm excited to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little surreal. I mean, I know we've won a couple awards on different festivals, but I mean, like having it stream and you know, and then on all platforms, and just it's a very proud moment.
It's also, we're very fortunate to even make a film.
Yeah.
You know, now to have distribution.
That is crazy.
You know.
And distribution has changed so much over the years. You know.
Well, this is going to be on all the streamers as well.
Yeah, right? With an emphasis on Apple and then Prime. I was actually having a conversation with a friend, and we were talking about how would you rather binge watch a show? You know how Netflix comes out with a season or a series, and then you got 12 episodes, boom. Or do you like Apple's approach, where Apple does once a week? I kind of find it interesting, like. I look forward to that, and I feel like that's what
you look forward.
I look forward to Apple, like their approach, because
so
I'm
you don't binge watch.
Yeah, but I'm also excited. I have something. I'm like, oh shit! Like the morning show that just came out with the latest season with Jennifer Aniston and.
Yeah.
So they just came out with the latest season, and I'm like, I'm looking forward to that because it reminds me. I mean, I haven't, had Netflix. It wasn't around when I was a kid.
Well, the biggest influence on that was Sopranos.
Yeah.
Right. You would come out on Sunday, and everybody would.
Yeah, and then there's a sense of excitement. I don't know. For me, it's kind of nostalgic because I'm like, oh, like when you were a kid and you're like, oh, this is like Friday night, and you watch shows with your parents or your brothers, and and now it's like, oh no, I feel like that's what kind of dumbs us down. That you're like, I mean, I'm guilty of it because I'm like, oh shit, I just watched fucking 5 episodes and I just spent 5 hours, like, you know what I mean? And then I feel like a fucking loser, and I'm like, 5 hours of this content.
Those sound like deeply personal issues.
I'm sure you've been watched.
Fuck, I don't have that kind of time.
I know you don't. You're super busy.
I don't have that kind of time, but I mean, if something's really interesting, it's got to really.
But do you hear me? I mean, do you feel me with the whole Apple approach?
Yeah. I think I'm with you. I think I like that. Oh, let me look forward to something. But if it earns it, I think really a lot of the shows don't really earn it.
I agree.
So if you binge watch it, I think it's a way that Netflix can capture you because it's there.
Yeah.
Look, it's a buffet versus like a prefix, right?
Well,
buffets, you go, there's a lot of buffet people, right? There's a lot of people who are like, I want to go back and get everything I want all at once, right? And then there's people who'll be like, oh, let me sit in a restaurant and watch it. I think it's just, it feeds both sides. With you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like them both. I like buffets.
Feel, I feel like this generation now, I mean, it's like instant gratification. So I think that Netflix caters to that instant gratification. Like you can get everything from your phone. Like you never have to leave your house. You can order Postmates. You can binge watch 24 episodes, and it's just like instant gratification. Where we weren't, like our generation, like we weren't. We had to wait. We didn't have that.
Wait, motherfucker, wait.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, you want some tacos? You got to get out of bed and fucking go get them.
That's right.
You know, and now it's like everything's so easy, and I feel like even like the socializing, I feel like has changed so much because people are on their phones. They don't like phone calls anymore. They rather text.
I don't know. Like, I'm not single, and I was married for a long time. I was single for a very short time. And I can't imagine that world right now. I can't picture myself in that world.
In
that
text.
single and the social. And it's funny because because I get a lot of my news on Instagram and Facebook still. Is Facebook out of style? Like, is that canceled or?
I mean, I heard only cool? Like old people use it.
Old people, so I use it. But I'm not very social on it. Like, I don't really post anything. Yeah. But I get my news from. But I'm not a TikTok guy.
Yeah,
I'm an Instagram person.
Yeah, but I think that's the world we're shifting into because I'm not a TikTok person either. But social media is here, whether you want to embrace it or not.
No, but people send me TikToks and they're like, "Oh, check this out," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," but I never really go down that rabbit hole. But I do see in young people an inability to have discussion and discourse, where it's almost becoming, "Oh, you have a talent. It's called speaking."
Yeah. It's funny. I heard this phrase for the first time. It was like this couple on Instagram. And they're like, oh, they were telling us about this movie, Weapons, which I saw. It's a horror film.
Oh, about the kids. Yeah.
But it was funny because she was like, oh, we finally watched something where we didn't have TikTok brain. And I'm thinking, like, what is TikTok brain? And it's just 30 seconds of attention span. Because the videos and I'm like, that's so fucking sad that your attention span is now related to TikTok videos where you can't watch something or can't not be on your phone for that, that's crazy.
Well, so I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not always on my phone, right? And so I understand it though.
Yeah.
Because it's not real.
What's not real?
All this information, right? TikTok. or Instagram or whatever, like I find it funny, and I have fucked with you about this. Like when people post, I find it hilarious.
Yeah, you do.
Hilarious because psychologically speaking, you're kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? When you post, you went to the gym. Mm-hmm. And it's a picture of you with your butt, and you're like lifting up. I mean, not you, but anybody, any you, right?
Yeah.
Man, woman, whatever. Man, woman, they, them, whatever. Yeah. And they're posting them at the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then they're like, oh, this is what I ate.
Yeah.
And they post about their food.
Yeah.
Right? Or they're posting some deep thought.
Yeah.
Right? Or how they're appreciating nature.
And yeah.
Right? And it's funny because it's weird.
Well, psychologists have
no
studied,
shit,
and they're like,
it's weird.
Well, because
But here's the thing, right?
They need
if
that.
you go to the gym, if you're a gym rat,
yeah,
that speaks about a whole different psychological thing.
Yeah.
If every bit of your existence is about the gym, you're kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? But that would be like me posting about, some new real estate deal or some business or some,
But
conference
and there's a
call.
lot of people that would follow you because that's the world we live in now.
But I'm not psychologically damaged that way. I don't need
But because you're
randomly people to follow my shit.
100%. But I'm saying moving forward, I feel like the younger generation, that's what their world.
That's how they
is.
get information. My point is that.
Yeah.
The amount of information, the quality of the information, or what is actually being pushed.
Yeah.
Is damaged.
Yeah, I agree.
It's damaged.
Yeah.
Right? And then, I have friends who are younger, and now I'm seeing them doing this thing about they're at the gym, and this is what they ate. They had a fucking frittata. Like, who gives a shit? I'd be more interested in the guy that posts a video of him brushing his teeth, because if you're a gym person, well, it's just as daily as you're fucking... While brushing your teeth or taking a shit. Like, oh, look at me. Oh, look what I just
my third
did.
shit of
Took
the
me a
day.
big ass shit. Right. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's as crazy as that shit is.
I know, but I'm saying I agree with you 100%, but I'm saying moving forward, that's the world we're living in. And people need those likes.
I get
they
it.
need
I
that.
understand, but just stop it.
I agree.
Just stop with the fucking shit. You're an idiot. Enough.
Yeah.
Stop it. Right?
But I mean...
Oh, I went to the gym and I had a frittata. And the next day, guess what I did? I went to the gym and I had frittata, but only it was different because I had avocado. And the avocado was grown in somebody's backyard. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Right? You're not adding anything to the world. It's dumb. And and then they have likes, whatever, the value. It's called like currency.
Yeah.
Right? That actually has value. Because they get paid, but they're not putting out information.
Yeah, I agree. But I do with that same token, I feel like Instagram is a great way to showcase, to promote movies, to promote
this
products.
This is what I'm saying.
And
for me, it's a tool of getting information.
100%.
Now, I used to read the newspaper every day, right? I used to read the New York Times and the LA Times every day. Do I miss the newspaper? A little smudge, the cracking of the paper when you're having your coffee in the morning. I miss it, but I'm getting so much more information around the world with different opinions.
Yeah.
Right? But you have to know how to limit that.
Yeah.
Right? But, all these memes and all this stuff, I like them when they're comedic. I follow Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Right? They have
Chappelle.
And I follow certain comedic things. I like that. These little artificial intelligence babies.
Oh my
God.
Babies.
I love those.
The Joe Rogan ones.
Right. I love that. Why? Because it's comedy.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Some of them are dumb, but some of them are really cute, right? And that's I'm all for that because I think that's silly in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Right? Dave Chappelle, I just happen to be a huge fan of his, and I think he's just brilliant.
Yeah, he is brilliant.
And other comedians that, do funny things. That's cool stuff.
Yeah.
But Dave Chappelle should not have the same access as you posting about your fucking frittata.
I agree.
Right, and I think
but
that's
what
happens.
separates Dave Chappelle from
But it doesn't. But that's so there's something beautiful and scary about it. Okay, so there is a universal openness to to TikTok and Instagram because any idiot can be on there.
Yeah, you're right.
And if you watch them, maybe you're an idiot too, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a gym rat too, and they wrote something about, oh, the sun has set, and they're taking some quote from Khalil Gibran or something. There's nothing wrong with that,
yeah.
right? Okay, you're adding a little something. But when it truly becomes about your butt, do you know what I mean?
Or my favorite is like when a girl's like in a like skimpy bikini and it's a Bible verse.
Love that. One of my favorite things. Leave that one alone. No. Yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing, and
Well, I mean, but then you have those like the real short videos now that you've just partnered with.
Yeah. So
and those are so short. Like they're crazy, but it's like they're so entertaining.
There's certain things. Well, this is what. So here's the thing about real shorts, right? So I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be involved with these things because they're so cheesy.
I know.
But I love them. Why? Because they go back to the real foundation of drama, the real foundation of comedy, the real foundation of cinema, right? Those cheesy, we talked about this, the old black and white films.
What were they called? Like kitchen, there's a name for the old like soap operas. It's like
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Kitchen
but
dramas
I'm going even further.
Okay.
To where the bad guy's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Right? The good guy's the good guy.
Yeah.
And the damsel in distress is the damsel in distress. Now, I can only imagine that there's going to be a whole group of people on the right and the left. They're like, but those are stereotypes. They are fucking
But also,
stereotypes.
I like that.
But we can use that format.
Yeah.
To tell stories today.
And also, they don't have to subscribe to it if they don't like it. Like, that's the beauty of it, too.
But if it's entertaining and it pulls you in and we can do it in a better way. Yeah. Not in a better way, because I'm not going to begrudge the fact that they're doing a thing and they're doing well. People are entertained and God love them. But I want to tap into it in a different way, So.
But I mean, they are entertaining. Like, and they leave you with those cliffhangers. You're like, oh my God, what's next? What's next? And their marketing approach is genius. Because it's like, all right, you either pay tokens and I don't know,
or you watch the
advertisement and you're stuck watching this guy build a mine wall and it's like, well, okay, and then you got to keep watching them. But I feel like obviously they're doing something right.
Well, they're making it's the same amount. It's still a feature film,
but also they're catering to the TikTok brain that we were talking about. So I feel like, and it sucks that the attention span is not there.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't have anything against TikTok. I don't have anything against Instagram.
No, neither do I.
I just feel like somebody somewhere needs to become uncool to post stupid shit. But then that same stupid shit, it can change someone. Yeah. Right? So it's opinion based, but so I'm saying it's universally open, which is a good thing. Yeah. But that's also a bad thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's this Instagrammer, but you never see his face. But he does these races on a treadmill. I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe your son has. But he's got 1 million followers, and so he puts like fruit on one, and it's like a banana, mango, eggplant, and it's just like, who's gonna make it? And it's so, you gotta watch it.
But that's comedy.
Yeah, and I'm like, who's gonna win? And then the orange keeps
cool. That's cool, right? It's inventive.
Yeah, and
who's the comedian that would like smash pumpkins with the big sledgehammer? I mean, that was his gig. That was his gimmick. I'm into it. Yeah, like, that's cool. Yeah, it's a different way of making people laugh and engage.
But I think it's like they've found this like amazing kind of made it their own. And it's like
it's got 1 million followers.
1 million, and then he has like Hot Wheels racing, and it's like the treadmill goes faster and faster. You see these flip off, and then you're like, oh, I'm going for the red, and you can make bets on them. It's so crazy. But I'm like, that was entertaining to me, and
I know you're thinking, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, are we done here?
Yeah, we are. All right. Thanks for joining us, Ruben Islas. Thanks for having us, and we will see you next week. This is Christina on Reels, Riffs, and Rants with Ruben Islas.
Bye.
Thank you.